Hey everyone, good afternoon, morning, or evening, depending on when you're watching this video. It is Sunday afternoon for me, and I'm just having a little bit of fun this afternoon. You know, Steph and I own a beautiful piece of beachfront property on the southeast side of Ambergris Caye. We also own some property on the northwest side that's beachfront and a couple other scattered lots here and there. And we're always thinking of, you know what, when are we going to actually build something on one of these lots? And we're really excited about seeing what we can build on that South Ambergris Caye beachfront lot. And so what I've been doing for the past hour or so is looking at different websites, getting ideas. And the reason I want to share this with you today is because we're building this not as a home to live in permanently, but as a home to use several times a year, maybe several months a year, but then putting it out there as an Airbnb and renting it. A component of it could be an Airbnb that rents for short term, by the week or by the month. One component of the home might be available for rent for long term, right? So you might have like a 1 bedroom suite that can be rented for 6 months or more for those looking to kind of like test drive the island. So really thinking about building this house so that it has some cool style, something that we like, that we would enjoy using and being in, but also thinking of, okay, how would the house look and feel if we had, for instance, mom and dad come down for a week? Or how would it look and feel if we had my brother and his wife and his kids, or my sister and husband and their kids come down? Or what would it look like if it was just making money? You know, how am I going to maximize my return? What is the experience that my guests are going to feel? So when they pull up that first day there, they've been traveling all day, they got off the airplane, they took a taxi down, or they rented the golf cart, drove down to the property. When they pull up, what is going to be their first impression, first of all, when they see the property? And then what is going to be their first impression when they open the door? Are they going to be blown away and go, oh my goodness, I'm so glad I booked this place. I can see that it's way better than even the pictures show. And what can I do to include some hospitality, some wow factors into the home to really maximize my return? And so I just want to share a couple of things with you guys in this video. So I want to do a share screen, and I'm going to pull up a couple different websites that I've been researching. So first of all, I stumbled on this website, velondo.com, Bali Travel Guide. And I really like this style of architecture, this Balinese style architecture. It just has a really cool feel to it, as you can see here. Now, this would fit in perfect with the Belize island vibe. You can see we can get these kind of palm trees in Belize. You can have this type of a plunge pool. You can have this outdoor seating area. I really like the way these roofs are. We can get the same kind of tile in Belize. And I think the Balinese architecture really lends itself to having a really cool island feel. So as I started to look through some of these properties, you see it has a lot of the architectural elements that I like. It's got awesome lighting, some high ceilings. Of course, you see it's got air conditioning in the bedrooms and the living areas. I like that. I like this open floor plan living design. I really like this. It's a little dark for the island, I think, you know, to have so much wood. But I like this feel here. I like the couches with the cushions. But as I started to look at these villas, you see how wide they are. And most of the properties that you've bought, that I bought included myself, tend to be narrow. So the key is, how do you take a design like this and turn it into something that fits and flows well on your property in Belize? So first of all, we just go through a couple of them here just to show you a few more of the architectural elements that I like. I love this outdoor bed, the seating area. Steph would spend all of her time there painting and doing her crafts and reading. She would make that home. I love this outdoor bathtub, this stone natural bathtub with the outside shower. This is just absolutely awesome. You talk about having a neat experience for your Airbnb guests. Of course, you have to create some privacy for them so they're not open to the neighbors. That's very easy to do with privacy walls and things like that. But imagine having a component of your Airbnb having this beautiful outdoor shower area. I also like to provide people with several areas to sit. And let me give you an example. In the morning, if you're a morning person like I am, get up early, have your coffee, go outside, watch the sunrise, you know, but sometimes you don't want just full on sun in your face. But you want to be under shade a little bit. So you create some areas where you can have sunshine or you can have shade, and you want to do that in at least two different parts of the house. You might have, for example, on the front of the house, and the back of the house, little sitting areas. Make sure you have some shade, some open areas to really give people options depending on their lifestyle and what they like to do. So anyway, so I looked through several of these villas and homes. This one is just outstanding. Got a beautiful pool, nice, clean, and crisp interiors. Beautiful use of the white linens. Nice canopy over the bed here. Nice bedding material. And that's the key too. When you furnish your Airbnb, don't skimp on the bedding. Provide the best quality mattress you can, the best pillows, the best sheets. And, for example, if you go on any of the Four Seasons websites and you look at the reviews, some of the top comments that people make are about the bedding, so out of everything to experience at a Four Seasons, they comment on the bedding. So make sure you don't skimp on that. But take a look at this. They have a beautiful bathtub here. This is a kind of a cool setting, open air setting, and just some beautiful architecture. But let me go back to the lot size here. And what I did is that I just typed in house plans for narrow lots. All right, and I'll show you what has come up. If I can get to it here. There we go. So this came up. So go to coolhouseconcepts.com and look under narrow house plan. So this is the house plan with 4 bedrooms. So it's a 2-story home plus a rooftop deck, which I really like. So this is something that could very easily be built in Belize. You can imagine this instead of a car. This has your little golf cart in it. So you have your entryway down here. You have bedrooms up here, and you even have this outdoor living area. So what you could do, you could purchase this plan. I imagine you can right from this website, and then take it down to Belize and have your builder work off the plan, or you could have them customize the home to look Belizean. For example, you might like the look of this. This is great. Just replace the, I guess not replace anything. It's got the palm trees. It has everything. So you might go this exact style, but also working with someone like Armando Graniel or Sal Martinez, you could take a home with this floor plan and convert it into something that has a Balinese style feel or a Hawaiian feel to it, or Costa Rican, more, or even more of a modern feel. So for example, I came across this modern design right here. Now, this is really modern, but you'll find stuff like this in Belize. So this is I believe it's a 4-story home. And again, if you got a narrow beachfront lot, or you just want to maximize your space, you're going to get better views the higher you go anyway. So you could take this, buy the house plans, take it down to Belize, and then the builder will build exactly what you see here. So you can do that. There's also a really cool YouTube video I found. Right here's the link: contemporary narrow lot home plans. So you can get 2, 3, 4-bedroom house plans. Let me just go back to the one here. Yeah, this is it right here. So this is the one I was looking at because it has 4 bedrooms, which I think is really good because 4 bedrooms is sort of like the sweet spot when it comes to Airbnbs. So you want to be able to offer that. But here's a couple other things that you're going to want to sort of incorporate in your design. So thinking of, again, your users. How are you going to use it? How is your family going to use it? So for example, when you come down and you use the property itself and you're there by yourself, what services and amenities and flow of the home do you want to see? Do you want to feel? Now imagine now you've gone a step further and you've now invited somebody to come down. It could be friends, family. What is your interaction going to be with them? Are you the kind of person that likes people to stay right with you in the same house? So when you wake up in the morning, they're there. When you go to bed, they're there. Some people like that. They're very social. Others like it where say, you know what, after dinner, you go to your wing. I'm staying in my wing. I'm going to wind down, watch TV, have a glass of wine. I'll catch you tomorrow for breakfast, right? We'll leave at 9 and get some Johnny cakes, or we'll go out fishing tomorrow. They need that private time to recharge. And Steph and I are like that. We love being with people during the day, but at nighttime, we need our personal time just to unwind, sleep, recharge. Next morning, we're ready to go again. So think about that. Think about the flow of the house. So if you're going to think about that, then you might want to have your own private component that you enjoy. Your guests have their private component, and then you might have some sort of a common living area, like a common living room and kitchen and things like that. But when you lock the door to your own area, your own suite, is sort of self-sufficient. So you might have your own bathroom and shower and all that, plus maybe a mini kitchen. That doesn't cost much, guys, to put like a little refrigerator, microwave, a little seating area, a TV in there. So when you lock that door, you say goodnight to your guest, you have that, you can just stay in there and cocoon for a while, right? Now, taking a step further and thinking about opening up this as Airbnb. So now you're there several months a year. All your stuff is there too. So you're starting to accumulate stuff, right? Stuff that you don't necessarily want to inconvenience your renters with, right? You want them to come down and have a nice, crisp, clean place to use. So now, where are you going to put all your stuff that you don't want the renters necessarily getting into? Not because they're going to ruin it, just because I think it's awkward. Sometimes I rent Airbnbs, and it's awkward when I open up like a closet I'm supposed to be using, and there's like tons of their clothes in there. Just, I don't know, it just kind of feels awkward. And I know it's common, but maybe think about this and having a larger than normal built-in closet just for your things, and then have a separate closet for your Airbnb renters. And make sure that that storage space is adequate. So for example, in that master suite, you might have a large walk-in locked off closet. In the kitchen, all right, I would suggest the same thing. You have things that are open for use for all your Airbnb renters, right, for all your family and friends. But sometimes you might have some things that you don't necessarily want to offer with the place. Maybe some expensive equipment, like, I don't know, maybe a Vitamix, or maybe just a lot of stuff. Say, you know what? Let me put this into my own personal area. So again, you have all that stuff in your personal area. When it comes to outside storage, all right. So let's say you want to offer your guest complimentary use of kayaks and bicycles. You might have that for them, some public use bicycles and kayaks and outdoor things. And then you might have some stuff that say, you know what? I don't want my guests to use these certain things. I want my own bikes. Maybe they're better quality, or maybe just you have your own water toys that you want to make sure that when you show up, they're ready for your use, and that nothing's been broken or anything. So yeah, you know what? I would have a separate storage area for that as well. And then the third thing to keep in mind is that you want to consider how you incorporate a caretaker into the place. So this is something I'm absolutely doing on my beachfront property, is I'm going to incorporate into the design of the house a very nice caretaker suite that's large enough for a couple. So like a husband and wife, they can live there, and it's not so small if you'll cramp, but it's going to be large enough. It's going to have a little kitchen, a little living room, bed. It'll be a suite, it'll be a studio, but a nice studio. They can feel comfortable. They will live on site. And what they can do is, he can keep the yard looking good for me. He can rake the beach. He can, take care of the pool. And together they can host the guests. So when the guests show up, they might be able to meet them at the airport, take them down on their property, or they might be able to offer some extra services like provisioning, or maybe as a couple, they provide breakfast each morning, right? So little things like that. And thinking about that, okay, where are they going to live? Rather than have them live off-site at home, wherever their home is, make this property attractive enough where now they become the key component to offering a good experience to your guest. They're likable, they're happy, they're offering your guests not just some food in the morning, but a true experience, right? They're offering your guests not just, welcome, here's your keys to the place, but they're offering on tips and tricks on how to get the most out of their stay, things like that. That's going to cause your Airbnb ratings to go up, and that's going to cause more and more people to book your place. Your profits are going to go up, and you're just going to be a happy camper. All right, guys, so that's all I had to share with you today. Again, when you're looking at different house plans, and I encourage you to do this, look at different styles, start a folder with all these different ideas you have. But then when it comes down to getting the design nailed in, talk with a designer like Ursel Martinez or like Alvarado and Francisco Alvarado, and say, you know what, Froylan Alvarado. Say, you know what, here's what I like. I like these styles, but I need to incorporate it into this kind of package, right? And I need to do so on budget. So one more thing I want to share with you, and I know I've shared this website, dozens of times. I just love Necker Island, and I will probably never go there because I refuse to spend, I think it's $25,000 for a week stay for Steph and I. But when I go to this website, this is the style that I absolutely love, that I can see us having incorporated into our beachfront home in Belize. Again, we would have views similar to this, of course, without the island in the background. We're looking straight out over the Caribbean Sea. I like the wood feature, the white bedding, the colorful pillows, the seating areas. It just has such a cool feel to it. And yeah. So I'm kind of envious of Sir Richard Branson's place there. But I mean, just look at that. That is just absolutely stunning. So of course, we're not going to be able to afford, nor do we want a large, 7,000, 8,000 square foot home. But imagine all this downsized into something that, feels homey and it gives us a place to enjoy for many, many years to come. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching the channel. If you like these videos, hit the subscribe link below, and it helps me to get my message out there to more and more people. More people can discover Belize, enjoy Belize. And hey, if you want to jump on a Zoom call with me, you know what to do. The Buy Me Coffee link is below. Be happy to schedule a time where we can chat and see how I can help you live the dream down in Belize. Take care, guys. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.